So a bit about rewards. Rewards is a form of consequence.
Okay.
Rewards are set up so that children are motivated to do a behavior or engage in a behavior that they are possibly not likely to engage in.
Okay.
So you might add an award or reward for engaging in this behavior.
Okay.
The reason we use rewards is if the natural reinforcer or the natural environmental goodwill isn't strong enough to change the behavior in the direction you want it to go,
Okay.
you might add a reward. So,
Okay.
for example, a reward can be as simple as the child wants to watch TV or play with their iPad in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
So you withhold the iPad. That's being in charge of the environment. That's you take the iPad, you stay in control of it, you keep it someplace they don't have access to it,
Right.
and you tell them, you get dressed, you have your teeth brushed, and you finish your breakfast by this time.
Right.
I will get the iPad down.
Ah, okay.
So that's the reward for doing the behavior I expect.
Right. Right. I do this. This is me every school morning.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it should be
And
every
it
mom,
works.
every school.
Yes.
This
Yes.
is us, and this is us. This is parents managing the environment
Yes.
so our children can be successful.
Yes.
If the iPad is sitting on their dresser, if it's sitting on their floor, if it's sitting anywhere in their environment, they will pick it up and look at it.
No matter what.
Because it's way more motivating than getting dressed, than getting ready for school, than heading off. And they don't have the developmental ability to set it aside.
Right. Right. And that is
So
so true.
Yes. So
Absolutely.
we take that in control, and then we give it back to them when they've achieved the expected behavior.
Absolutely.
So other rewards can be points. I like to use points towards minutes or for minutes in exchange for minutes with our favorite activity. Maybe
Okay.
that's a digital. Usually it's a digital. But we can earn minutes on the digital activity by completing our tasks, completing expectations, by having good behavior in a specific area, specific good behavior. The rule about rewards, there's several. And oftentimes we don't know what they are, which is why we say, well, I've tried rewards and they just don't work. The
Right.
reason they don't work is because we've made them too broad. So a reward should be very specifically paired with a very specific expectation that the child understands.
Okay.
A reward should never be taken away.
Okay.
So if they've earned something, they cannot lose it. If they lose it, they will stop wanting to earn it
Okay. That's powerful.
because they don't know when they'll lose it.
Mm-hmm.
It's better to delay access to the item that they've, or to delay getting more points,
Mm-hmm.
or to have a cost for the problem behavior rather than a
Right.
removal of reward.
Right. That's
Right.
where maybe a consequence. Yeah. Don't mess with my
And so-
rewards. Yeah.
Exactly. Don't
Give me
mess
a
with the reward you
consequence.
gave me. So if I've earned 15 minutes up until now, don't take those 15 minutes
Right.
away because I threw my shoe at my sister.
Right.
Instead, give a consequence. Maybe I have to do a favor for the sister, or maybe I have to work an extra few minutes before I can have the digital that I earned because I threw the
The shoe.
shoe. But I don't lose the 15 minutes that I earned up to that moment.
Right. Absolutely. I like it.
So consequences also have to be paired with very explicit behaviors that the child understands and controls.
Okay.
So a consequence for not being good in the store is not really fair because what is good? And even if you think
right.
you've been clear, the child cannot manage what is good because really, if you're being honest, good changes by your mood
With the wind.
with the wind. One day, you might be able to handle repetitive singing over and over again
Right.
because you don't hear you're fine. Another day, repetitive singing over and over again makes you crazy.
Right. There you go.
And that day, you're going to throw on a consequence. But the day before, 2 days before, that behavior didn't get anything. You didn't even notice it. Therefore, it's too arbitrary.
The child is confused. Yes.
Confused, exactly. So if you're going to give a consequence for misbehaving in the store, that was the example I used, You need to specifically state what that behavior is that you expect. I expect you to stay in the cart. I expect you to stay close to mommy. I expect you to stay holding on. I expect you to use a calm speaking voice.
Right.
If I say no, I expect you to say okay.
Right. All of the verbal cues. Yeah.
Right. Then you can pair that with the opposites. You can say, if you forget and leave mommy, if you forget and yell and cry and whine when I say no, then this is the consequence. Then you won't get TV when you get home. Then you won't get the cookie at the end.
Right. There, it's clear. There's no